I had actually just gotten into the stand, and this beautiful 4-year-old presented himself that we actually call the Tight Rack 10. We'd had 3 years of history with him, and he was one of the first deer we'd ever seen on the farm. So it was good to see him spending quite a bit of time in there and just milling through. This was kind of when we figured it was going to be a pretty good night, just seeing him out and about, a fairly mature deer at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. That seems to be a pretty good sign for better things to come. At 6:30, when this gorgeous 4-year-old that we knew as a bully buck entered the field and had a stare down with the Tight Rack 10, we knew it was game on. It wasn't 2 minutes after they got done sparring that Captain Hook entered the field and proceeded to put on the show of a lifetime and get my heart absolutely pounding. As Captain Hook hits the skylight, I begin to realize just how big he is, both body size and antler size. He's truly the deer of a lifetime. As he walks over the hill, I begin to believe I've missed my chance, as he is over 100 yards away with light fading quickly.
It took me over an hour and 15 minutes to get into the stand tonight because we had deer in front of us the whole time. Right after those deer got done fighting, our big deer actually stepped into the field, and I got around 25 minutes of footage of him, so hopefully something else will happen. Who knows, he may come back through. He's kind of been running a big loop, so that's just kind of the hope right now. We'll see what happens. We've got about 20 minutes of daylight left. I'm just hoping he stays on this side of the road until dark.
It had been roughly 10 minutes since he walked out of sight when I looked up and saw two younger bucks coming down the hill towards me, followed by the deer of a lifetime. He proceeded to come down to where I had actually gotten the tractor stuck earlier in the year trying to put in the food plot, and it had become a watering hole, and he's taking a drink out of it at 19 yards right now. The only problem was that I had a limb in front of me, and I had to wait until he cleared it to give me the perfect shot at 19 yards broadside. As he clears said limb, I settle into my release, I pull the trigger, and I let the arrow fly.
Yes, on video, yes.
We're in here. We gave him half an hour, 45 minutes. He was trying to follow on camera. Like I said, he went up and around, and I said in my interview, it took me a while because we had so many deer on me, but I said in my interview he may work back, and sure enough, he came down and he worked this little watering hole right here in front of the stand, and it was an 18-yard shot. I mean, he was spraying blood as soon as the knock hit him, so we're gonna get on the blood. Like I said, he was trying to fall a couple times. Hopefully it's not too far of a track, and we can get him here fairly quick. So
Oh, honey. Honey, he's huge. Oh, Aaron. Holy crap. Aaron. Holy crap. Nice. Oh, he's huge.
I've waited so long.
we were out here tonight. We finally just got him found.
it was only probably a 100-yard track. He was spraying blood the whole way. I'm not sure if I got the video or the shot on video. He stepped just out of it, and I'd set it up pretty generic because I thought he may come back in, but I wasn't holding out hope, and then he was on top of me, and I didn't really have a choice. I just hit play and tried to make the shot, and I made one of the better shots I've ever made. He didn't go very far. I kind of thought he was going to go down in the field, but I'd say that big buck adrenaline carried him out. But I'm truly blessed. I'd like to say thank you to Sarah, Tristan. The whole crew has just been instrumental in this deer, giving me the opportunity to go out and kill him. I mean, we got in the stand this afternoon, or I got in the stand. I was actually self-filming tonight, and I got halfway up the stand, and there was 6 deer in the field already, and I just had to take my time and work up the ladder. I actually hung from the ladder for over 25 minutes, trying to get all the way up it before we finally got in the tree. And then it ended up being an hour and 15 minutes just in setup tonight, just trying to dodge doe's eyes, and then I passed 2 great bucks that came in, got a lot of great footage of them before he walked in and walked across the top of the ridge. And I mean, I thought my night was over at that point, and then I heard some bucks rattling up on top of the hill, and I started hearing footsteps, and I figured there were deer walking back down the finger that he was coming down, and a couple little bucks popped through, and then he popped through and actually started drinking on the watering hole and presented a 19-yard shot. And I stuck him right through the boiler room, double lunged him, and like I said, he didn't go but 100 yards. So that's a wrap on my 2019 bow season. Did it awfully early, October 3rd, so it was a great year, but short. So hopefully we can get Sarah on a deer and then get on to muzzleloader season. So thanks for watching.